Hey again. Looks like I got another new toy. Today, I get to unbox something I've been wanting to get. Well, I guess wanting to get for a couple years, but ultimately wanting to get for the last 14 years. So as you probably noticed in these videos, they're not the greatest quality as far as my camera. They're kind of grainy. That's because I'm using a old Sony HDR HC1. Now, 1 is important because that is the first generation of high definition camcorders. Yeah, camera served me really good. It's an old mini DV camera, and basically in order for me to use it with my switcher, I have to use an adapter to go from component to HDMI. So it's maximum 1080i 30 frames per second. So I'm using a scaler in between to kind of get it into my workspace a little bit. So today, thanks primarily from a gift from my mom even, I was able to buy a new camera. I started saving for a new camera pretty much after I got my graphics. Well, similar to after my graphics card, I've been working on another project of kind of getting a computer build station going. And after I said I got the computer build station kind of ready to use, I was going to start saving for a camera. I was expecting to be saving for like a year. You know, my wife and I manage a budget and we do an allowance, and that camera was going to come out of my allowance. So I was going to save a little bit here, a little bit there. So I was a little over a year I was expecting. But thanks to a very generous gift from my mom, like I said, I was able to buy a new camera and a lens. And yeah, today we're gonna unbox it. So what did I get? I got the Blackmagic Design Pocket 4K. An actual cinema camera that is going to work really nicely with my A10 Mini Pro switcher. So I can we'll be able to do like the remote color control. So I have my switcher down here, my laptop's right here where I can have my software open. But I'll be able to adjust color on the fly. I'll be able to adjust focus, zoom, hopefully. And my lens is coming later today. I picked up a used Panasonic lens just to kind of get something to get me started. The next thing I'm going to get is going to get a EF adapter so I can use my wife's lenses off of her DSLR camera, so then have a little bit more flexibility. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this up today. And well, as you know, I'm Jeff, and this is my little weird tech channel, Techlore Productions. All right. Well, I always like Blackmagic Design's packaging. Well, it seems pretty good, so let's go ahead, open this guy up and see what we got. What do I want to start? I want to see. We'll start at the bottom, tear the plastic, get the plastic peel there. Feels like Christmas. Again, for a reference, like, again, it's been 13, 14 years, probably maybe even longer. Well, obviously I got some mileage out of it. It was broken for a couple years. I couldn't read mini DV tapes. So that's what we got in here. Start off with our welcome. Kind of a cardboard, eco-friendly one. That card looks out. Another transparent Blackmagic Design logo. Now here's one of the cool things about buying a brand new one is, so I have a couple licenses of DaVinci Resolve, like the full version for work, a couple of the USB thumbs, but I don't have one personally. I've been borrowing one because I've been working from home. So yeah, see the other video on that because I got the quick edit. But with this camera, comes with a full license. I'm pretty excited about that because now I have my own license that I don't ever have to upgrade to, but now when I want to get that speed editor, and I'm gonna end up having another license then anyway. But anyway, so that's cool because a pro license for a lifetime is $300, and that's basically now, in my opinion, $300 I don't have to spend. And yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see what else we got here. We have now our power brick with the ever so nice thread-on, screw-on connectors. And then we have our various power modules for whatever country we're getting in. Pretty much I'm not going to keep any of them except the US one. Just point of fact. I wish there was, I know they kind of do this as global packaging, but this seems like such a waste to send these all over the world to every country. Just kind of such an e-waste game. We got one battery that comes with it. Let's see, what kind of battery is this? These are the LP batteries, LP E6 lithium-ion battery. Now in the bundle I got, because I got one of those, someone was selling a bundle on Amazon, I got a couple of extra batteries. And it was all for the same MSRP as just buying the camera, so I'm not going to complain about that. So I have now a total of 3 batteries. But let's now open up for the main event. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that feels really good. Anything else in here? Oh, looks like something got stuck in there. What is this? I don't know. Let's pull these aside for now. Let's take a look at this guy. I'm not going to even power it on right now. But we have a nice sized screen. Now this is a big upgrade for me, going from that Sony HDR HC1 with like a 2.5-inch screen to like, it looks like this is like a 6-inch screen, maybe? Something like that. I'm just looking at it, so. And we got a number of buttons on, and it's a touch screen too, so that's kind of handy. So we got a threading on top for accessories, function buttons, an on-off switch. That's, can't underestimate that. Can take photos, but this is primarily designed for a video shooter, so its photo functions are pretty basic, pretty limited. But hey, you know, you got something, might as well use it. Dial, we'll figure out what that's for as I learn this thing. Battery cover. Battery, nice. Feels nice. So there are 3 models of the Pocket series, right, of active models right now. The Pocket 4K was kind of their launch into this new series, and they had the Pocket 6K, which was slightly bigger and 6K sensor. Then they have now the new Pocket 6K Pro, which has a lot of features, but for my budget and for the price and for the massive upgrade I'm going to get, this is great. So this is a $1,295 camera, $1,295 camera. Pocket 6K is a $2,000 camera that will accept EF lenses. So, and then the Pocket 6K Pro is also EF with a lot more features on it for $2,500. This guy is a good set for me, kind of as a beginner. You know, I haven't really done any commercial, any good work. I mean, I do stuff at work, but as far as independently, just like my own projects and stuff, I really can't use my work gear for that, just for the limitations of that. So I'm really excited to have my own gear, and this is kind of going to be now the new base of kind of everything I'm going to start building around. So I'll probably next get I'm going to get another lens, an EF mount adapter, or a speed booster. Probably look at getting a microphone, a new wireless microphone to upgrade the one I have. I really like the new Rode wireless minis goes, the Rode wireless goes. I got 2 of the other ones at work, but I like the new one that is literally 2 built in with a separate encoder. But yeah, so all sorts of wish list things, but you gotta have this first. You gotta have kind of something to hook them up to before you can get the accessories. And my HDR HC1, which this will hopefully be the last video that I shoot with that thing. In a sense, I'm probably gonna try to find a way to use it as a webcam on another computer, or bring it into my shop and have a camera in there and just have it hooked up to my computer. So I think I might be able to work that way. Let's take a look at this, keep looking at this guy. I'm getting sidetracked. See, we have a full-size HDMI port. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Full size. That means I don't need adapters, they're a lot more durable. So that is awesome. See what else we got? We got a 1/8" microphone input jack and a 1/8" headphone, so you can monitor and have microphone on. That's really nice there too. And let's see what else we got over here. So we have our power for right here, and then we have a mini XLR. So actually have balanced audio input on top of having a regular microphone input. So that alone is nice right there too. The fact that you have options for both, because you know, in the field, I'm probably gonna a lot of times use the Rode Mini. You know, but if I'm in the studio or something, I'm going to want to use an XLR, and therefore having a phantom powered XLR, I just got to get an adapter for it because we don't have one. So HDMI, and of course the Type-C port there. That basically, the nice thing about one of these cameras is not only can it record internally, it can also record externally to a SSD, which it seems to be that's the common way how people like to use it. They like to get like a Samsung SSD Type-C and then have like a rig where they literally have it on the side or something, or mounted on top. All right, feels like they're missing something, so let's kind of keep going around here. Anything else in the battery port? Doesn't look like it. I thought this had a built-in SD card too for it. So where does that go in? Probably would help if I actually looked at directions or anything, but what's the fun in that, right? Let's see, we have a couple ribbon straps. Oop, is that it right there? Something's right there. Aha, here we are. Oh wow, this doesn't just take an SD slot, but the other bigger card. I forget what the other big card is, but that's handy. Oh, it looks like kind of a SATA port inside. So yeah, that's really cool. So full-size SD. See, you know, I really like that door because, like, I had to look for it. It's like, it's so hidden. It's such a hidden compartment. You gotta slide it, open it, and unless you didn't see the seams, like, you would not think it's there. Like, you just saw me have to look for it. Oh yeah, my wallpaper's changing. Have fun. Let's see, anything else going on here? Well, might as well take a look at the sensor, right? Now this uses the Micro Four Thirds lens mounts, which is kind of nice. It's not full frame, but again, you can get kind of full frame with the adapter. But the lenses for these are fairly common, and they're not as expensive as like EF lenses or other Cine lenses. So again, great way for me to kind of get started. So I've never seen it in person, but the dimensions and such and the weight is the Pocket 4K is more pocket, not really like you can put in your pocket. That's because the last ones you could, but the other one's a lot bigger, and supposedly battery life on this Pocket 6K is a lot worse. The Pocket 6K Pro uses a different set of batteries, and so they get better battery life out of that than they do this. Looks like we have stereo microphones. Is that what those are? Yeah, I think those are stereo microphones there. And oh, this is cool. Looks like we got a tally light. So this is probably going to work with my ATEM Mini. My ATEM Mini. So when I switch over to the camera, it's going to give me a little indicator, that little green or red indicator saying, hey, this green is going to be preview and red's going to be active. So down the road, maybe I still might start saving and get a second camera so I can have actually a 2 camera setup. So that's useful. That'll be then kind of useful. So yeah, this is kind of my unboxing, and I am really excited to I'm probably just for a while just going to go just shoot random stuff, you know, and just see, kind of play around with the footage and play around with learning coloring and stuff, which we'll see how that goes, being a little colorblind and whatnot. But I'm really excited to kind of have something I can actually make decent content with. Now that's been like 15 years since I've been in college. We'll see how much I can kind of still do again, because I haven't really done many projects, anything that looks good since college, basically. I mean, I shot a dissection video at work. That was probably the best looking thing I've done, if you call dissecting an animal heart. Yeah. But anyway, so thanks for joining me for my little unboxing here. And it's Jeff signing out. Have a good one.